time and went along with it. They were 12 when it happened, yeah. You got it backwards. Morgan was the mastermind one. Well, who was the other one then? Did she already get out? God, it's been so long since I looked at this. It was Wire and Geyser. During the police investigation, man convicted for murder may have believed he was a character in an anime scene. Gabriel Hikari Yad Elohin pled not guilty to murder, arguing he was insane when it happened. He was found guilty, but has since appealed the decision to 2 courts. New evidence has come to light in the case of Gabriel Hikari, who was convicted of murdering Michael Mulholland in 2017. His lawyers argued he was insane, but the jury didn't agree. He unsuccessfully appealed his conviction in court. Now the Supreme Court has suggested he seek a recall of that decision after being shown a video of an anime TV series with similarities to the killing. What? What? How would Bleach have any similarities to the killing? New evidence has been produced in the case. He killed an Auckland man in the stairwell of his Western Springs flat. He's been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Lawyers argued he was insane. He inflicted an estimated 90 blows on his 69-year-old victim over several minutes, including kicks and stomps to the head. He died from blunt force trauma to his face, head, and abdomen. Now it's gone to the Supreme Court, and it was shown a video from Japanese animated series Bleach, 366 episodes. They give the breakdown. Tells the story of Ichigo Kurosaki, Grim Reaper-style character, fends people from evil spirits and guides them to the afterlife. The forensic psychiatrist James Cavney discovered the scene some weeks after the High Court trial in 2018, after being told he had been acting out as an anime character. He noticed there were similarities between the scene in the video and the attack. It tallied with a monologue that he gave in Japanese language in a police interview room on the day that Mulholland was killed. Who gives a fuck? Like, at the end of the day, this is someone that shouldn't be in society under any rationale at all. Who fucking cares? He inflicted 90 blows on a 69-year-old man for no fucking reason. So what if he thought he was Ichigo? He shouldn't be allowed in the world with normal people around him. Grimjow would solo his ass. We have considered the video and transcript. They identified similarities between the video and the attack, and the similarities also with the monologue. The argument is that the video and the transcript together justify the inference that Mr. Yad Elohin was in the grip of a delusion when he attacked Mr. Mulholland. The delusion was that he was a character from the anime. It has been reported previously that he was hearing voices, seeing ghosts, and thought he was an anime character at the time of the attack. However, the contention that he may have been acting out a specific scene appears to be new. Holy shit. I don't know that one, TR. I just can't block them. Thanks to Prime Jack, Resub Jack. And yeah, I am looking forward to those releases, Jack. Insane Asylum is better than prison. I feel like I hear conflicting things on that all the time. Sometimes I'll hear about one of these cases where they get institutionalized and it's like 50 times worse than prison. And other times they're like, yeah, insanity pleas like the get out of jail free card and you get to live like a carefree life in Arkham. So like, I don't know what to believe with that. Because it flip-flops depending on who you talk to. Maybe in some countries it's different. I guess maybe. I have not, but Chad mentioned it a couple times, Hyper. But I haven't seen anything on it. The evidence is significant and appears credible, but on a leave application, it's difficult for us to gauge its impact on the other expert evidence led at trial and on appeal, and its implications for the verdict. His application for leave to appeal to this court is dismissed, without prejudice to his right to seek leave to appeal after a court of appeals has considered any recall application. JCS said it's worse. I definitely could see it being worse. He had gone to the apartment building with a female sex worker he had met to buy some methamphetamine. The woman told him to wait downstairs, then fled from the scene with his $200 from the upstairs balcony. Then he went to Mulholland's apartment, confronted him, and killed him in a brutal attack, kicking and stomping on him for about 7 minutes. Much of the defense focused on him at the time as a patient at the then Auckland District Health Board's acute mental health unit. Ichigo wouldn't have done this. What scene could he have possibly been acting out? I can't think of any scene in the entirety of Bleach where Ichigo deals 80 blows to a bad guy in a stairwell. And it doesn't sound like he used a sword. Ichigo never fights with his hands and legs, really. I guess he kicks sometimes. He's mentally ill, of course, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, well, he is. But his lawyers are saying that there's similarities. They identified similarities between the video and the attack. I would love to see which fight scene they watched pre-Soul Society. But even then, in pre-Soul Society, I don't recall Ichigo ever unleashing like the Wing Chun on anyone or anything. Like 80 blows? Or excuse me, 90 blows? That's sad, Shane. That's no good. Makes membership red. Vamp. Grimjow uses his fists. He wasn't pretending to be Ichigo. Well, they literally name drop Ichigo, but I guess they only lay it out in the context of the story. So maybe he wasn't being Ichigo. Even still, Grimjow, I don't recall ever having like this long drawn-out series of blows against anybody. YouTube, Grimjow beats up Ichigo. First video is probably the scene. Let's see. I mean, I guess. Thanks to tier 1. Nye. There you sub. Strawberry. But again, he only throws out like a punch every now and then. That was one of my big complaints about Bleach fights, actually. 1,000 Year Blood War does a much better job with it. Yeah, true dopeless, I know. Well, there's a little, okay. Maybe that's what they saw. The classic anime JoJo, yeah, maybe. I guess that's probably it. Oh, that's sweet, Wolf. I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, you don't have to. It's all good. That too, Crimson, yeah. And yeah, I've seen that top hat. The guy also had a monologue. Yeah, they didn't say what the monologue was, though. Or he said something from the show, but they didn't say what. One of the Slenderman stabbers just got released from an insane asylum a few days ago. Oh yeah, I forgot that was happening. Insane asylums are no joke. Look up what happened to Rainey. Guy's flesh melted off him after the wards were done with him. Yikes. Holy shit. Yeah. Morgan Geyser was the one that just got released. His membership shifty. Why'd she get out? It's been a while since I went over this, but I'm pretty sure she was the one that's claiming the other girl had manipulated her into doing it. Like the other girl was like the actual evil puppet master, and that Morgan was just easily impressionable at the time and went along with it. They were 12 when it happened, yeah. You got it backwards. Morgan was the mastermind one. Well, who was the other one then? Did she already get out? God, it's been so long since I looked at this. It was Wire and Geyser. During the police investigation, pre-trial psychiatric evaluation, Morgan Geyser disclosed lifelong visual and auditory hallucinations beginning in early childhood. They included figures she interpreted as ghosts, colors melting down walls, and an imaginary friend. One recurring hallucination was a man Geyser named It, whose body she described as the color of smoke and ink. After Geyser's arrest, her mother, Angie, described her as becoming floridly psychotic. She was frequently talking to herself, pretending to be a cat, and keeping ants as pets, reported seeing unicorns, and was having ongoing conversations with Slenderman. In 2014, she was relocated to the Winnebago Mental Institution, which is where she's been this whole time, and diagnosed with schizophrenia in 2014 as well. Yeah, you're right. Morgan was the one that they tried to pin the blame on as, like, the mastermind. You're right. Wow, Geyser was initially given the maximum sentence, 40 years to life, whereas the other girl got 25 to life, and an indeterminate sentence requiring at least 3 years confinement in addition to involuntary treatment in the State Forensic Psychiatric Institute until complete resolution of symptoms or until age 53, whichever happens first. If released, she will remain under communal supervision and undergo periodic reevaluations intended to identify need for reinstitution and/or further treatment. Yeah, I mean, she got 40 years, but then now she's released under a conditional release. I feel like the Slenderman stabbing killed the Slenderman craze back then. It was basically just too fucked up to touch after that. Nah, not really. They still ended up releasing the movie. Slenderman still had more games. Like, I don't think it did too much to damage Slenderman as a cryptid. It's just creepypastas fell out of favor. I'm not sure, Legs. Probably not. I don't think I'd do that.
I was an
How old is she now? 22, I think it said. 22. Yeah, the girl did survive. The girl that they stabbed like 20 times or whatever, she did survive. Recently it's been Meatloaf Nova. Thanks for membership, or that 5 gift subs, ale. Probably have the lunch. I'd probably have the lunch with James Corden over that. Thanks for Prime Scott. Hatsune Miku and Fortnite, are you as excited as I am? Nope! Oh, I do not care. Very cool though. Nice, that's cute, Rachel. Is membership cool? Favorite Space Marine chapter? It's gone back to the Ultramarines. I like the Ultramarines too much. Thanks, Risa Bark. It's true. They do already have that technology. These are 5 gift subs, Nye. Membership. Look, Mo. I don't think so, Kermit. I feel like it's not gonna hear about her again. Hey, happy birthday, Victor. Seen a trailer for a game 2013 I think you may have liked. It's called Kingdoms of Amalur. Oh, I'm very familiar. We talked about that on stream because I was financed by a baseball player. Cost like every penny he ever had and made no money. Even though it was apparently pretty good. Never heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. List. Yep, Kurt Schilling. That was his game. His baby. Yeah, I know the Commanders beat the Bucks. I saw. You GM yet this season? Not yet. I actually haven't grinded the last 2 days. That's not true. I grinded on Saturday. I just haven't grinded yesterday and today. Oh, you know what? I'll play some tonight. First, though, I want to show you my progress in PoE because I've been grinding that off stream.